And we are explaining the subject of sacred time and the destruction of sacred time by Dajjal. And we use the prophecy of Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, in which he prophesied that in Akhirah zaman, time will move faster and yet faster. A whole year will pass like a month, a whole month will pass like a week, a whole week will pass like a day, a whole day will pass like an hour, and a whole hour will pass like the amount of time it takes to kindle a fire. And we provided the evidence that almost all of mankind, illa ma sha'Allah, have now changed the sacred the sacred time of what constitutes a year. And we use the ayah in Surah At-Tawbah to declare that this is kufr. بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إنما النسيء زيادة في الكفر, that the corruption of time is the road to ever increasing kufr ila akhir al-ayah. And then we showed that the month in sacred time has also been corrupted, and that also was kufr. But the week in sacred time was also corrupted, and that also was kufr. And the day in sacred time was also corrupted, and that was kufr. So kufr after kufr after kufr after kufr. And then we asked the question, when Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam said that a whole day will pass like an hour, what is an hour? How long is an hour? How many hours are there in a day? Then we turned to a hadith narrated by Abu Huraira radiyallahu ta'ala anhu and recorded in the Sunan of Abi Dawood, in which Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam is speaking about how many hours there are in a day. And he is concentrating on Yawmul Jum'ah. And he says that Yawmul Jum'ah has 12 hours. And there is 1 hour out of the 12 where any dua you make is accepted by Allah. And he said, look for that hour in the last hour after Salatul Asr. And so, we have to now research, we have to think, because I cannot find any evidence in the Qur'an or in the Hadith identifying how many hours there are in a day and what are those hours. So then I am now offering my opinion. I have the right to do so. But when we offer our opinion, we say Allah knows best. Only Allah can confirm that an opinion is correct. So no boxing gloves for opinion. And I said that from my opinion, since the last hour is after Salatul Asr, then the first hour will be after Salatul Maghrib. So I said the first hour begins when the sun has set. But after the sun has set, there is still light in the sky. And so long as the light continues in the sky, you cannot perform Salatul Isha. Salatul Isha is performed when the light disappears from the sky. So the first hour is after the sun has set until the light has disappeared in the sky. So the first hour is from Salatul Maghrib to Salatul Isha. And Allah knows best. After Salatul Isha, then every wife has the right to private time with her husband, even in Jambar. And so, from the time of Salatul Isha, no more public time, no visitors, no meetings. This is private time. Children cannot come to Papa and Mama unless they ask permission, because this is Mama's private time with Papa. The servants in the house cannot come during this time without permission. There are 3 such times, and this is the first, called private time. And this continues until we go to sleep. This is the second hour. And Allah knows best. And then we said the third hour is when we have to go to sleep, and Nabi Muhammad ﷺ will sleep early. And Jambar, you sleep early. One of my students in Yemen listened to this lecture here in Jambar. He wrote to me. He said to me, Sheikh, in Jambar, in Yemen, our people eat something called khat. It's a stimulant, like tobacco and alcohol. And when you chew the khat, you can fly to the moon. And they chew the khat all through the night. And then they go to sleep after Fajr. And this is Yemen. These people are destroying sacred time. You must go to sleep early. And then you'll get deep sleep. And deep sleep you can recover your strength and become fresh again. This is the third hour. And Allah knows best. But deep sleep is like death. And that's why when we go to sleep, we make this dua, Bismillahi amutu wa ahya. So we have to come out of deep sleep gently. So Allah gives us light sleep. And in light sleep we come out of death. We come out of death gently. And it is in light sleep that we have dreams. Dreams are like medicine. In dreams, a broken heart can be mended. The ice cream truck came and was playing music. Yeah. And all the children were running to the ice cream truck to buy ice cream. But this one had to stay by the window. She couldn't go to buy ice cream because she had no money. And this little one, her heart was broken. But in the night when she was sleeping, ice cream truck came again. And she had enough money. She went and she bought ice cream. And she sat down and ate ice cream. And the ice cream was on her face and on her clothes. And she was happy. That's how a dream is shifa. They were married for 60 years. And even when he was an old man, he would hold her hand And they go walking in the garden, and he would sing for her. And then she died. And the old man, his heart was broken, and he was weeping for her. And when the heart weeps alone. And then when he was sleeping, she came to him, and she smiled, and she held his hand. She said, let's go for a walk in the garden. And they went walking in the garden, and his heart was healed. Dreams are shifa. Dreams have many other functions to perform. The Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, that in Akhirah zaman, the dreams of a believer, a mu'min, seldom fail to come true. So we have true dreams, and Allah can give you knowledge and information which otherwise you would not know. It happened to me about 2-3 weeks ago. I don't think I should reveal the dream, but it was a dream which revealed something about somebody I know. He was doing something wrong and keeping it secret. And Allah showed me in the dream. So when you're going to sleep, make dua. Like Abdullah ibn Abbas made dua. Oh Allah, if you see any good in me, grant me a good dream. And this is also the time of visions. Ru'ya. Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salam says to his son, Ya bunayya, O my son, inni ara fil manami anni asbahuk. I have seen in my sleep that I sacrifice you. This was not a dream. This was a vision, ru'ya, because the son said, Ya abati, if'al ma tu'mar. Do what you have been commanded to do. So now this is the 1, 2, 3, the 4th hour, the hour of light sleep. And then comes the 5th hour, when no one is sleeping in Medina, no one. Everybody waking up. And during this last hour, you recite the Qur'an. During this last hour, you perform Salatul Tahajjud. During this last hour, you have a chance for intellectual and spiritual growth. I write most of my books at this time. And this is the second time when a wife has private time with her husband. The children cannot come without permission. The servants cannot come without permission. And this 5th period of time, this 5th hour, will continue until the light of the day is distinct from the darkness of the night. And that is called subh or dawn. It's also called fajr. And you perform Salatul Fajr. And then comes the last hour until the sunrise. This is the 6th hour from the break of dawn until sunrise. And we gave this to you yesterday. The 6 hours from sunset to sunrise. In Surah As-Sad, Allah speaks of Nabi Dawood alayhi salam and about his relationship with the mountains. It is in this ayah that Allah speaks of al-ishraq, What is al-ishraq? At the beginning of dawn, the light is white. The light is white at this time. Look at the sky, you'll see the white light. But the time will come when that white light will become colored, come like orange color. That is ishraq. And Nabi Muhammad ﷺ would perform a salat known as Salatul Ishraq. This is a voluntary prayer, not compulsory. So we say that the 7th hour is from the rising of the sun until Ishraq. Sorry. The 7th hour is from dawn, from the sunrise until Ishraq. And Allah knows best. And then comes the 8th hour when it is in Surah Al-Baqarah where Allah refers to Wajhun Nahar. The morning proper has arrived.
The morning proper.
The morning proper. When the morning proper has arrived, that's the time for work to start. The men have to go to work, the children have to go to school. So this is Wajhun Nahar, the morning proper. And it is from Ishraq until the morning proper, Wajhun Nahar. And then comes number 9, and that is when the bright light has come and there is the heat of the sun. This is no longer morning. This is bright day. And Allah refers to it as Ad-Duha. Ad-Duha.
Ad-Duha, yeah.
Wad-Duha wal-layli iza saja. Duha. This is bright day. And then comes the 10th hour, when the sun is at the zenith, directly overhead. This is called Zawal. And Salat is prohibited in Zawal because we don't want to give the impression we're worshipping the sun. This is the 10th hour. And then comes the 11th hour, when the sun has crossed the zenith and the sun has begun its decline. Allah has ordained Salat. He says, I think it's Surah Al-Isra, Akimis Salat li-duluki shams. Perform Salat at that time when the sun begins declining. And this is Salatul Zuhr. And this is number 11. And number 11 will continue until Allah says, Wal Asr. Al-Asr in the Qur'an is the late afternoon. Al-Asr in the Qur'an is the late afternoon. And our Prophet said, Allah's blessing be upon him, that with Al-Asr you have commenced the last hour. So the last hour, number 12, is from Al-Asr until sunset. And Allah knows best. You must do the research and see whether you agree with me. But no boxing gloves.